Picture this. Someone walks into a packed gym, loads the bar, runs through a full session, and never once glances at the mirror covering the entire wall beside them. Not accidentally, deliberately. Most people chalk it up to low confidence or being new to training. But that explanation is too easy, and it misses everything that actually matters. What's really happening lies several layers deeper than insecurity. We're about to unpack the hidden psychological wiring behind people who train hard but refuse to face their own reflection. 1. Negative body schema. In psychology, a body schema is the mental blueprint your brain holds of your physical self. For mirror avoiders, that blueprint is severely distorted and almost always skewed negative. In the gym, this looks like someone who genuinely cannot reconcile what they know intellectually about their body with what their brain insists is true. They may have built real muscle, lost real weight, made real progress, but the internal image hasn't updated. The mirror doesn't show them reality. It confirms their fear, so they stop looking entirely. 2. Shame-based identity. Psychologists distinguish between guilt and shame this way. Guilt says I did something bad. Shame says I am something bad. Mirror avoiders are almost universally operating from a shame-based identity, often constructed in early environments where their body was criticized, mocked, or treated as inadequate. The mirror became a tool of humiliation long before the gym ever entered the picture. Avoiding it now isn't weakness. It's the nervous system enforcing a boundary it learned was necessary for emotional survival. 3. Anticipatory rejection processing. This is a cognitive pattern where the brain pre-experiences rejection before it actually happens. The mirror avoider doesn't look because their mind has already run the simulation and delivered the verdict. You won't like what you see. This protects them from the emotional crash of confirmation, but it also traps them in a loop. The avoidance feels like relief in the moment. Neurologically, it's rewarding, but every avoided reflection quietly reinforces the belief that what's there is too painful to witness. 4. Traumatic body associations. For some people, the body itself carries trauma. Illness, abuse, bullying, or a period of life where their physical appearance became a source of pain rather than pride. The mirror is a portal back to that period. In the gym, the avoidance behavior is a form of psychological self-protection, not from the reflection itself, but from the memories attached to it. Their brain learned to associate looking with feeling devastated. The avoidance is the brain doing its job, protecting them from a wound that never fully closed. 5. The invisible progress paradox. There's a cruel psychological pattern where the harder someone works, the less capable they become of seeing their own results. Psychologists link this to chronic low self-efficacy, a deep-rooted belief that their efforts are fundamentally insufficient. In the gym, this person trains consistently, progresses objectively, and yet stands further from the mirror than they did on day one because progress hasn't healed the core belief. And until that belief shifts, no amount of physical change will make the reflection feel safe to face. Here's what nobody tells you. Avoiding that mirror isn't a character flaw. It's a coping mechanism that once made complete sense for where you were. The gym got you moving, but your mind is still running older software, protecting you from a version of yourself that no longer exists. If this hit close to home, subscribe. This channel doesn't just cover fitness. It decodes the psychology quietly running underneath every rep, every habit, and every decision you make in that gym.